Hello everyone, and welcome to Inspiring Best Living, where we talk about wealth creation, wellness, and well-nourished soul. My name is Remi Wesley Ogude, your regular host, and I'm very happy to be back on another episode of our wealth creation series. Today's topic is Wealthy Women for Best Living. The reason for this session is to inspire all my fellow women to aspire to become wealthy. Why? Because this is the way to go. The only way to improve our quality of life is to aspire to be wealthy and to become wealthy women. We need to live life on our own terms, not just on our employer's terms. I've often said that it's not a bad place to start if we are working as employees. I still work as an employee, but at my terms, I work when I choose to. Not only that, I have other streams of income other than my regular work. And that's what I've come to tell us today in this session that is so very important. Financial independence is a journey that is a must to all of us as women if we must fulfill our life aspirations and dream. And it is living your life at your own terms. When I talk about financial independence, I'm talking about working and not just working regular 9 to 5 work. You have opened different streams of income by investing in any of the 4 asset classes: commodities, business, real estate, or paper assets, any of them or all of them if you can afford to. That is financial independence. That is, you have passive income that is working for you and not relying on just your 9 to 5 job alone. If you are still in a quadrant, you can be in a quadrant, but do you have any other stream of income working for you? This is so very important because as women, one thing that is common to all of us is that we are also caregivers. I am a caregiver. You are a caregiver if you're a fellow woman listening to me. And as a fellow woman talking to you today, I can tell you and testify that caregiving itself is very, very demanding. You can't always give the best care if you are not always there. Yes, or in most cases, we send our money to work, but to give the best care, we need money, number one. You will also need physical presence in a lot of cases. So how do we resolve this? A lot of people will tell you they need to be there 9 to 5, 5 days of the week to be able to get this money. But you have other options apart from that, because being there on 9 to 5 job, your employer will demand the best hour of your day, will demand the best days of your week, will demand the best weeks of your month, and will demand the best month of your year. And sometimes the employer will even demand the best day of your year, which is your birthday. You will have to report to work if you are not fortunate to have that day off, like some of us. So even some special events like your anniversary or other events that are very, very important to you, you will not be able to attend those events. I've been there several times and I know what I'm talking about when I say, as women, we need to be empowered to live life on our terms. I've been there one day. I remember clearly one of the many days I wouldn't want to be at work was one day that I needed to attend a funeral ceremony of someone who was like a mother figure to me. This woman did so much for me that I needed to be there. But unfortunately, I wasn't given permission to go at work. That was very painful to me because this was the last day I had to give this woman the last respect. So there are so many other events, so many other great moments that we want to be there, even maybe for our family members, for that work will not allow us to be there because of the fact that we need to be at work at the same time when these events are happening. People have been denied of going to their children's graduation, sometimes even special occasions. So it's so very important for us to have this at the back of our mind. It has different implications when we cannot live life on our own terms as women. The question I now like to ask is, why do we need to live life on our own terms, or why do we need to be wealthy as women? One is to have liberty. Like I said, you need your liberty to do things that you want to do at the time you want to do those things. Yes, you can put your money to work for you. You don't have to just have regular 9 to 5 where you will not have liberty. We need to travel when we want to. We need to spend time with our loved ones, our family members when we want to. We need to do so many things when we desire to do. We need to fulfill destiny and to also fulfill our life aspiration. The second reason why we need to live life on our own terms or be wealthy is to fulfill our life aspiration and to have a life of impact. As Miles Monroe said, he said the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life without a reason. We have reasons why we are in this world today where we are, and God has sent us to fulfill our purpose. Having just a 9 to 5 regular job may actually not allow us the total liberty that we need to fulfill our purpose. So that's the other reason why we need to live life on our own terms. Other reason why we need to live life on our own terms is to be able to be free, to have creative thinking. Wealth creation is about thinking. Thinking is a priority when we are thinking about wealth creation, because wealth comes through thinking. Another major reason is to be the determinant of our value and of our skill sets. Our employer most of the time determines the value they place on us in terms of our skill. They will only train you and give you the right skill that you need for the required job that you're employed for. The other thing about that is that our employer places on us the status we can have on that job. They determine whether you're a manager, you're just a supervisor, you're a director. They are the one that will determine your status as long as you're under 9 to 5 job. Meanwhile, you can have your own business and set it up and become the chief executive officer, the CEO of the company. But when you are still under a regular 9 to 5 job, your employer determines your status, whether you can be a CEO or you can just be a manager or a supervisor. The other thing is that they also determine the number of hours to come to work. They determine the benefits that you must have on the job. They determine the skills you are required to have on the job. But when you are living life on your own terms, you determine the skill sets that you need. And most of the time, your skill set to create wealth will be far, far above what you need on your current job. Having said that, what are the implications of not living life on one's terms? Number one, if you are not living life on your own terms, you cannot have the best quality of life. Sometimes people want to do certain things, like I said earlier, they want to travel to certain places at certain time. They want to, fulfill their life ambition and aspiration. They can't do it because their job will not afford them the time. They are stuck on the job 9 to 5 by the time they finish. Sometimes they are even fatigued to think of creating wealth or think of doing other very important things for their lives. Their time is limited, but they have to be at work for the most part during the day and during the week, and goes on and on and on like that. The second one is that they can't be as wealthy if they only have regular earned income. The reason is, first, creating wealth is a team sport. You can't create all the wealth you want in the world by yourself as a woman. I can tell you that. I've been there several times. You need to collaborate with other people. You need to use people's skills, talent, experience, expertise. And you are very limited. You just have 24 hours. So while you're on your job and you have other people working for you, they are spending time working on their own, doing your work or business, which will also help you to thrive on your wealth creation journey. But if you are the only one working for yourself, you are just limited by the number of hours, by your talent alone, by your skill alone. Collaborating with other people to get wealth is very important. So the limitation is, if you are just doing a regular 9 to 5 and you're having earned income, you will be limited in wealth creation. The third one is that you cannot have the value that you desire to impact your immediate family and even the people that are around you as caregiver, and even in other respects. You can't have the kind of impact and value on your immediate family and the people in your space because you don't even have the knowledge of wealth creation. You are just limited by just going to work and earning income. The only experience probably you can bring home is the experience you have gained on your job. But if you are also working and creating wealth through any of the four quadrant, any of the four asset classes that creates wealth, that's an advantage that can impact on your family members, your children, your husband, and the people around you, who can also benefit from the transfer of knowledge that is coming from you. So that's the other reason why one can be limited. Now I want to quickly share my thoughts around some of the tips that can help us as women to live life on our own terms. The first one is that we must have a strong why. Someone said that when your why is strong enough, your how gets easier. It is so very true. If we have a strong why, we will have the fortitude, we have the zeal, we have the passion to go on the journey of wealth creation. That's so very important. The second one is that you must equip yourself with the skill set, the tools, and the resources that you need to be on the journey of wealth creation. And you can start gradually. You can begin to upgrade your skill by reading, begin to follow people who know about wealth creation, or you can get inspiration from them by listening to their video, their podcasts, and you can attend seminars, conferences, anything that can upgrade your skills. Knowledge of wealth creation will be something you want to look into and be profitable from such knowledge and from such skills. So you need to build skills. Different skills you need in wealth creation. You need to have an entrepreneurial skills, you need to have a problem solving skill, you need to have technological skill, different skills, communication skills. Some of them are taught in school, but it's not all that are taught in school. So there's still a gap between what is taught in school, what you will need in your wealth creation journey. So you need to actually take steps to be able to build on that. The third one is that you need to have a network of support of people who can help you. Following a coach, following a mentor will be very, very crucial, very, very instrumental. I've had to do that in my journey. When I started the journey of investing, I had no clue how to begin, but I was persuaded that that was the way to go. So I started anyway, praying and beginning to read their online resources and any resources I could read, until I later got good mentors who took me through along the journey of my investment opportunity. You can also do the same. Like I said, getting a mentor is not a walk in the park. It doesn't mean that you will get them right away. You might start by connecting with them online, reading their resources, begin to talk to them, read their books, be inspired through their success story, how they get there, where they start, and what helped them to succeed. Things like that will help. Listen to their podcasts. If you have opportunity to go to their seminars, their conferences, their training they have organized, then you can meet them in person. That's what my husband and I had to do. After we started going to their seminars, conferences, join in some of their networks, we began to meet them, in person. And at that time, we were able to introduce ourselves to them, and we began to build that relationship. And some of those relationships are still there, helping us even in our investment journey today. I strongly endorse that, because that has really helped our financial independence journey. I'm not claiming that I'm an expert in that journey yet. However, I can't say I'm still the same person that started the journey. I'm still learning. It's a lifelong journey. But the truth is that I've been able to gain a lot. So as I'm rounding up, I want to just let us know that embarking on the journey of living lives on our own terms as wealthy women is not an extravagant desire. It's a desire that all of us as women must aspire to have, because that's the only way we can fulfill our destiny. Working and earning from our earned income is great. I always say that it's a great place to start. I started there. I still enjoy earning income from my salary, but that's not the only thing I do. And I want to encourage you, if you are hearing me today, that you can begin on the journey by taking even baby steps. Begin to think, how can I invest in any of the 4 asset classes that create wealth, and have someone who can hold you through the journey. This is how far I can go. Before I go today, I want to quickly remind you that this platform is to inspire you in 3 areas: wealth creation, wellness, and well-nourished soul. Remember, you don't have to choose between being healthy and wealthy. You can have both as icing on the cake of a well-nourished soul. I want to please thank you for listening and also encourage you to share the video, the link with friends, family, and whoever can benefit from it. And please do not forget to also subscribe by pressing the notification button. In that way, you can be notified right away once I produce a new episode. Until I come your way next time, I am Remi Wesley Ogude, your host. Take care and bye.